So, friends, now it is confirmed that the stand of Pakistan is not neutral in Russia-Ukraine war. It has turned out that Pakistan has supplied military ammunition to Ukraine in the war. It's a secret deal between US and Pakistan. And why Pakistan has supplied ammunition to Ukraine, uh, neglecting or affecting adversely its relationship with Russia. Uh, Perhaps Pakistan wanted to bail out 900 million US dollar, the IMF loan. So that is the report published by The Intercept. So perhaps it is a big expose that the Pakistan is not neutral in the Russia-Ukraine war. So it is the International Monetary Fund that is being brokered by the US, which has led Pakistan's military postpone the elections, and it has deepened the brutal crackdown and the jail term for the former Prime Minister Imran Khan. So this is the report which is doing the rounds on the internet, in the social media, in the mainstream media all across the world, and Russia should learn the lesson from it. And I have been saying personally on national defense that the Russia is neglecting India at the cost of its relation and growing proximity with Pakistan, and perhaps also with China. Nevertheless, they have good relationship with China, but Pakistan has not been a friend to Russia, whereas India has. So providing weapons to Pakistan by Russia could be a counterproductive. So that turned out to be true. So the shells being produced by the ammunition shells being produced by Pakistan are being used against Russians in the Russia-Ukraine war. That's a big news, and all Russian friends, they should learn a lesson that Pakistan is not a nation to rely on. It may be a friend with China, but you Russians could be a friend with China also, but that doesn't mean your friend's friend can be your friend. Your friend's friend is your enemy now. So Russian has to learn. It's a behind the scenes secret deal brokered by the US. The Intercept has published some of the part which I would like to reveal. Um this one paragraph says Pakistani democracy may ultimately be a casualty of Ukraine's counteroffensive. So the protests are the latest chapter in the year-long political crisis rolling the country. In April 2022, the Pakistan military, with the encouragement of the US, helped organize a no-confidence vote to remove Prime Minister Imran Khan. Ahead of the ouster, State Department diplomats privately expressed anger to their Pakistani counterpart over what they called Pakistan's aggressively neutral stance on the Ukraine war under Khan. They warned of dire consequences if Khan remained in power and promised all would be forgiven if he was removed. This is the quote by the Intercept. So it is very interesting to read that how Pakistan, which has become literally bankrupt and would have need down to an extent that it has provided weapons to the Ukrainian military in the war against the Russia. How would Russia would react to it? It would be seen. And if we go a little below in the report, so it says, to win the loan, Pakistan had been told by the IMF it had to meet certain financing and refinancing targets related to its debt and foreign investment, targets that the country was struggling to meet. The weapon sales came to the rescue, with the funds garnered from the sale of munitions for Ukraine going a long way to cover the gap. So this is what the Intercept has broken. It's a secret deal, and perhaps it again showcases that Pakistan as a country has no standing. Its the policies are not consistent. Its reliability is not trustworthy. So it can be sold out to anyone. So bombs for bailouts. This is what the Pakistan has done. The report says on May 23rd, 2023, according to the Intercept's investigation, Pakistani ambassador to the US Masood Khan sat down with Assistant Secretary of State Donald Lu at the State Department in Washington, D.C. for a meeting about how Pakistani arms sales to Ukraine would shore up its financial position in the eyes of the IMF. The goal of the sit down held on a Tuesday was to hash out details of the arrangement ahead of an upcoming meeting in Islamabad the following Friday between US Ambassador to Pakistani Donald Bloom and then Finance Minister Ishaq Dar. Lu told Khan at the meeting at the May 23rd that the US had cleared payment for the Pakistani munitions production and would tell the IMF confidentially about the program. Lu acknowledged the Pakistanis believed the arms contributions to worth $900 million, which would help to cover a remaining gap in the financing required by the IMF pledge pegged at roughly $2 billion. What precise figure the US would relay to the IMF remained to be negotiated, he told Khan. At the meeting on Friday, Dar brought up the IMF question with the Bloom, according to a report in Pakistan Today, which said the meeting highlighted the significance of addressing the stalled IMF deal and finding effective solutions to Pakistan's economic challenge. So much of details in the report. And one paragraph which was highlighted, I'm just reading, quote, my understanding based on conversations with the folks in the administration has been that we supported the IMF loan package given the desperate economic situation in Pakistan. So it was an 11th hour IMF deal. The diplomatic discussions which had happened to loan came a month before a June 30th deadline for the IMF review of the planned $1 billion payment, part of $6 billion agreement made in 2019. So once again, to Russian friends, that the Pakistan is behind the deaths, the toll of the Russian casualties in the war. The Ukraine has used those munition given by the Pakistan. So the Pakistan's stand is not neutral. It is being supplying munition to the Ukrainian military at the behest of the US. So it is up to you how to decide about it. Thank you for watching National Defense. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.